Hey everybody! I have a new series of Intro to Body Positive Vinyasa starting up this next Tuesday, and I've had some questions from people who want to know what the class is all about, so I thought I'd take a moment and try to answer that for everybody. So there's two styles of yoga that I am in love with. One is hatha and one is vinyasa. The experience of hatha yoga is really focused on alignment. We get on the mat, we get into a shape, we fine tune it looking at all these little parts of the body, and then kind of luxuriate in the experience of hanging out in the pose for a little while. The practice of vinyasa incorporates some of that, but also focuses on the space in between the poses. How do we get from pose to pose? And specifically, how can we flow from pose to pose in a way that creates a certain energy or feels good to the body? So I'm a huge fan of vinyasa yoga, but a problem with vinyasa yoga is that it's often associated with working out. So a lot of people expect that if you go to a vinyasa yoga class, you're gonna burn some calories and you're gonna, whatever, all that stuff that people are into, but that may not necessarily need or be desired as part of your yoga practice. A lot of times if somebody who's larger bodied or older or differently abled wants to experiment with a vinyasa yoga class, they end up feeling left behind. They end up feeling excluded. The class is too fast, it's too athletic, it's too energetic, and you find yourself, I can include myself in this, you find yourself heaving from pose to pose rather than being able to relax into the flow. So whenever I start to feel that a branch of yoga or a branch of movement really has stopped being inclusive to a group of people, that's a problem that I really want to get into and I really want to fix. So I created the 6-week series of Intro to Body Positive Vinyasa for people who might already have a hatha practice but are interested in trying to incorporate elements of flow, or for people who are brand new to yoga altogether and just want to jump into a style that they can kind of dance their way through. So one of the big changes that I made is a lot of vinyasa yoga classes are primarily focused on this section of class called the sun salutations, which is one of the most athletic sections of the class. It's the place where a lot of people end up experiencing difficulty if they're not already fairly athletic. So I created a special sun salutation specifically for the Body Positive Vinyasa class where you've got several different levels of sun salutation to choose from based on the body that you're living on that particular day. I also re-envisioned the class so that every section of the class is a vinyasa. We've got a warm-up vinyasa, a sun salutation vinyasa, a standing pose vinyasa, a cool down vinyasa, and you're going to learn each of these vinyasas and you could take them into any part of your day. So suppose you have 5 minutes before you're going to get ready for work. You might think, wow, I'd really love to do that warm-up vinyasa. They're simple enough that you can memorize them after you do them a couple times. And once you've got them memorized, you can relax into them and let yourself flow from shape to shape and experience the way both the physical movement and the energy kind of radiate in your body. I hope that answers your questions about the practice, but if there's still some stuff on your mind that you want to know about, hit it in the comments or email me. Either way, I'd be happy to talk to you about what this practice might do for you and if it's a great fit. I also have a new series of Magic of Breath starting the same night on Tuesday, which I'm really excited about because I've been reading this book called Breath. It's been blowing my mind, and a lot of what we're going to talk about in this segment is going to be heavily influenced by the work in that book. So I hope you've got the information you need. I hope you come and join me. You're welcome to come in person to Sacred Shimmy Studio with proof of vaccination. You're welcome to attend online on Zoom, or you can do it on demand using the class recordings if you don't want to deal with the live situation at all, or if your schedule needs you to do it at another time. So I would love to see you in class sometime soon, and I hope we can make that happen. Have a great day.